Yeah, that was, I mean, like you said, the dash, not great for Texture. Kind of bumps into, I believe, maybe his teammate as well, but they're still able to get it. Extra tried to play it best he could. So now RRQ has to regain some space. They've already
died.
put
I think they just instantly
outside of B, so they're
killed him.
trying to tighten the map towards mid, see if they can get a wraparound over onto either site.
I don't mind that Xfero's kind of lurking up around elbow, though. He might be able to find an unsuspecting player. Munchkin looking into investigate.
Yo, mods, can we do predictions, please? I don't, bro. What?
Slowly
Does anyone in my chat want mods?
Out of that space. And
every morning we have no mods. I need like a
site.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Thing is though, Karen's ready.
Who's a good mod in the morning?
Here's the thing: is that Munchkin re-clears elbow after that smoke goes up to make it look like it might have been a fake into A. Now he's gonna try to explore into mid, but little does he know, Xfero's still there. But the gravity well is good from Karon. Drops the spike right inside the site.
That's the thing about Karen. He is so darn good, and his utility is pretty sharp as well. Lakia now coming back in just to support the team, and although Munchkin fell, he got all of that information with that, doubling back in towards elbow. It's all down to Estrella now. 8 seconds left, and I don't think he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one. Gen.G picks up the pit.
Sleep? No, wake the fuck up.
Might be able to spot out a player or two.
Why are my mods sleeping right now?
What the setup is from Gen.G, but again, it's that firepower. Now Texture on the off angle is trying to fire off. Now trying to reposition as the pistols kind of fire through. Karen's here just to support, and it's way too heavy of a choke point.
Yeah, we do have Xfero coming in from the side. See if we can get a cheeky kill or two. Should be able to find Texture. Here's the arrow, though.
Okay. Still trying to sneak through. Ooh. Texture turns around at the right time. Yes. Impactful shot.
Oh, man, the whip around jump 180.
Yeah, sure.
Perfect with it. That's Texture for you. And I mean, they were just fishing a barrel through this smoke, through the gravity well. So now you know Karon's always going to be ready with that. And a lot of times he's going to be stationed on the A side, but Gen.G will switch it up at some point during this first half.
Because I was like, damn, maybe we can
They want to continue to pressure A, try to draw out that utility early out from Karon. Karon actually didn't even start with the stars placed. He waits to see if there's movement because they know that they're on their bonus, trying to maximize the time they can gain. And by putting the stars late and still seeing no reaction, he can now save onto activating those. This is really good time usage because Gen.G, again, no Sentinel. They gotta make sure every second counts.
That's also why this Astra Viper works. You've got the right player to make it happen and the right strategies, the right ideas just to work your way around, some of the compositional weaknesses, like without a Sentinel. This time, though, Lakia, a little bit too adventurous, sneaks out, gets punished by flips.
I think I'm on day 5 of no vaping now, chat.
Or there is actually really important.
Or this is day 6 of no vaping.
Now you know that Halls is still covered, but he's gonna try to make sure.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. First 3 days I was tweaking out, but like now I'm like feeling good now. I'm feeling better.
They think, okay, we've tied up Halls.
No, it's because they don't have vapes in Norway or nothing like this, bro. And I told myself when I'm gonna go meet my girlfriend, I'm gonna quit vaping. My girlfriend wants me to quit vaping, so I'm like, fuck it, bro. Let's quit vaping.
So much trust into Munchkin, so the rest of the squad has to make it happen. And again, you got Meteor on that Marshall. He's been deadly with it before.
That's why I haven't been taking washroom breaks every 10 minutes.
Karon inside of the smoke, inside of the nebula. This is his.
Oh my god,
Galaxy.
Texture.
This is his Cosmic. And it's going to be Xfero who's quite able to fire off a bit of a trade, but Munchkin has the information just to read Xfero.
But he's like insane at the game, I'm not gonna lie. Like he plays like he's like fucking a veteran.
Next round. They'll go for a kind of 1-4-4-1 buy 2 rounds in a row.
Wait, is he 18? I thought he was 18.
They have.
See, actually,
well, the thing is trying to draw out the early stars for me. I'm fine with that, but you got to have a little. You got to start to mix in a little bit more because so far, already 3 rounds in, none of your plans have worked for RRQ.
Well, all I know is he's young. He's either 20 or 18, something like that.
Even then, that lurk, it just doesn't quite work out. The rest of the team now trying to sneak their way into the site along with a bit of a blind side. Estrella able to find an opening shot, but not before Gen.G fires 2 right back against RRQ.
Oh, maybe I'll take a mini boo.
Third and a 4th round.
Third ever chat?
Maybe take this opportunity
because his debut was fucked.
Rushing in, let's see how Gen.G can dash around it. Meteor just trying to fire through against
the toxic screen.
Damn. Although Flips is able to get quite a bit of information, look at how Gen.G just plays around it. They just fall back.
Curry, it's just my FPS is so laggy here.
Walk alongside that
but like when I go home, chat, the stream qualities will be way better. I'm sorry.
A bit too much as much.
Hi, Princess Kimmy, my glorious queen.
Now just watching
my glorious mod.
Sets up a bit of a crossfire, so you're not able to walk through this entrance.
Thank you for always modding, Kimmy.
Texture just tries to play around it. The neural theft comes out, but it doesn't
2v4? No, wait.
able to flick back around.
Oh, Texture
able to fire back, but Texture
He's
back
9
to the
and 1
front.
right now.
He's trying to watch every single angle. Is he fast enough to make it happen? The snake bite goes down. He's managed to stuck the defuse down to half court, which is not too bad. A bit of a
oh my god, he tried it
to pressure mid a bit. They want to just constantly target this A side. They want nothing to do with that toxic screen on the B side.
Meteor tries to get a little bit information off of that as well, though. He crashes back into B, so he knows there's a bit of presence up around this area. Thing is, how does Karen work around it? He's getting a little bit cautious, so a bit of a jump peek just to spot out the information, and he sees it on the mini-map, goes in for the drift away shot against Elmimore. Karen now swaps back over on the mid, takes down flips. He is just prepared for everything. Ready to strike, and strike he will. GEN.G now fires back. That's Karen down.
Do you guys think they need to nerf the accuracy of fadeaway shots? The amount of fadeaway shots I see in Valorant is insane, bro. As long as your crosshair's on them, you can just move away and fade away them every time, I feel like.
Shoot it down, but now has
it's so fucked up.
Around the timing of things
the accuracy on fadeaway shots and ropes are too, like, broken.
Over his head. Waits for a bit of support from Estrella, but as they pick out, it's going to be Meteor who shuts down any hope of RQ winning this round.
It almost feels like RRQ is trying to abuse the fact that GEN.G has no Sentinel, but not by going for flanks. They're trying to do it by assuming that GEN.G has to go for a 2-1-2 default. And they're not wrong.
RRQ's map pick.
Fairly spread out default because there's no Sentinel
this map
utility.
is very CT-sided in my opinion, though.
I mean, if you're not able to draw Karen out.
What's an average scoreline for a Breeze half? I'd probably say like 7-5, right, chat? 7-5, 8-4 for CT?
So flips, he tries to come in, but Karen says, well, you guys put up your toxic screen. I can actually just focus on double doors. I don't have to worry about covering my back. So that he actually uses the opponent's toxic screen against him.
I would say the most balanced map is like
around this A site.
Bind?
So GEN.G.
I think Bind is very balanced. Like, it just depends on what comp you're playing, to be honest.
Wondering, okay, since we don't have trap wires,
Split is also very balanced too.
Continuing to try to hold on to Elbow.
Yeah, Split and Bind are the two most balanced maps, and Haven.
On to Elbow on the attacking side, so I would have loved to see this a bit
Icebox,
earlier.
I feel like Icebox is T-sided, like more T-sided than the other maps.
For that timeout, GEN.G seems to have a good read. Munchkin very well aware.
Anyone in the chat typing Ascent, mods, just please permanently ban them. I don't even want to hear any of their takes for the rest of the day.
Texture able to be ready with the operator, but GEN.G just a little bit faster, up-dressed into the air to strike him down with that knife. Munchkin now back in, trying to hold up around the sides, able to take down flips, but not before Elmimore comes in with a sheriff of his own. Meteor fires back, and now tries to get a little bit more space with that blind side. Estrella is the one who blinds his side in the end, and that's going to be a 2-on-3 now. Lakia looking for another.
When will Riot change the map pool, chat? Will it be after Shanghai?
Viper's Pit now ready, and
wow, that is so depressing. Oh my god.
And that's going to be back to a 2-on-2. Viper's Pit's still up, so this is not the worst scenario for RRQ.
Yeah, but the pit's not exactly that safe. GEN.G's been spotted!
Oh my god, bro.
But swings out right around it.
So quick on the draw.
Does he use his Viper ult? I mean his Astral? I don't think so, right? How do you even use Astral here?
Good, right? He has no walls to back himself up against.
Right up around the edges. That's the recon in. Now checking around the sides, trying to play off of each other's contact. They spotted Karen.
Well played, Estrella, bro. Shit, honestly, I probably would have went back to the B side too. Lakia probably would have read me.
How does Lakia check this? He hops
He's gonna check. He spots the
bottom. Oh my
There's
god,
the
no.
right through Estrella's helmet and skull. It's gonna be the spike defuse as well, just in the nick of time.
Oh my, game was too intense.
Scratching their heads, looking for a solution against this
Pujan,
GEN.G defense.
I can't believe you're taking an off day after losing $2,500. What? If I was Pujan, I would literally be tweaking right now.
Karen holds up around double doors as well, so you're pretty much pinched in. Xfero able to fire back. Estrella getting the shot onto Munchkin. There's a little bit more room to possibly go back to B, but the spike's been dropped around Cave.
He's rich like,
yeah, and you got no movement, so what's the plan here?
They probably do.
Looking to buy time for Xfero. Estrella just waiting, you know, if they get a little.
It doesn't matter, Pujan. You're honestly not missing anything. You've seen the Ye. We just watched the Ye disaster class on Bleed, and now we're watching GEN.G just 2-0 RRQ.
Passes, I imagine once we get around the 45-40 second mark,
it doesn't even matter if GEN.G win or lose. They're still #1 seed in their bracket. RRQ can't even make it.
Okay, that poison or that toxic screen. Why does it come up? Why does it go down? Who's on the alert here?
Do you guys think FNH can save Ye?
Wow.
Because I don't even think FNS can save himself anymore.
Not ready for that one.
I think the only one who can save FNS and Ye is Shanks. Because I know how they play. I know their tendencies. Like, I've beaten them before. You know what I mean? Like, if you can't beat them, join them type shit. You feel me, chat? So, if you can't beat them, join them. So, Pujan, Ye, if you guys are looking for a third IGL, secondary caller, good mid-rounder, good teammate, your biggest threat is a Sova drone. Okay. Honestly, the second... So, if I were to come back right now, chat, you'd see even a bigger beast. You know what I mean? You'd see a bigger monster.
But RRQ trusting the theory a bit too much. Lucky to stay alive on that one.
John, you a hater, bro.
Texture getting a little bit too confident.
John's a tier 1 hater.
Trying to find some of these.
No, you gotta respect it, bro. You gotta respect
Pujan,
bro.
Safe enough to back out completely.
He's never not hating.
Always anchoring down the site, always watching the backs. Somehow, though, Gen.G right inside of the little cubby, able to fire back. Munchkin and Karen now trying to fight back on their own. Gen.G still alive, trying to fire off shots down through the middle doors. But then, oh my god,
it's over.
Texture. This time gets the opening pick. He was trying to do it up around K from before. This time he gets it up around elbow.
At least he retired at 32. You retired at 20. This is the thing. I'm 21 years old. What I'm doing right now, shut the fuck up. I don't even want to focus on this game. I'm taking my Michael Jordan break. You guys understand that, right? Michael Jordan took 3 years off to go and do his own thing and relax. So I felt like the player that I am, I can just like take like 2 to 3 years off, come back, and just repeat a couple of champions. You feel me, chat? I'm only 21 years old. Would you guys say I'm washed or I'm a prospect? I'd say I'm a prospect in the scene. You feel me? 21-year-old Max focused on taking mom and dad's trust fund money.
Because that is leading to an absolute landslide.
Okay.
Because
it
also happens because Gen.G has the momentum.
As I said before, my parents are not rich. You guys do not know where I grew up from, bro.
And then Gen.G fires
I grew up in downtown Detroit. Do you guys want to see my passport? My IDs, bro?
Texture, able to
I'm from the hood, cuh.
Meteor able just to trade off against Lakia. It has to be the save for RRQ if they are to find more rounds in this first half. But like you mentioned, you know, how do they get that pinch against a player like Karen, for example? And if they can't even do that, you know, they're
bro,
getting picked off by
in the
players
palaces
like
of Vietnam.
Yeah, I mean, listen, rounds like these where Texture...
Your parents work so hard just for you to call them poor?
That's all credit to Texture, right? I don't think you can fault the initial limits to use on the side of RRQ. You have the neural theft.
I feel like we're just taking things for granted.
That will not get you up to the dimensional drift.
Okay. Now we're looking slightly back to that default setup from Gen.G. Meteor still sneaking around trying to get as much information as possible. Xpharaoh heard that gate crash.
Yeah, so off of
that, genuinely, do you want to come back though?
That, but I would love to see him push.
I feel like if I was in your situation, if you were FNS in the situation, would you want to go back to pro? Yes or no?
No. Did he back off entirely or not? Do we have control of mid or not?
I don't feel like
you need to expand how much control.
I don't feel like he needs to come back.
He's waiting right now for timing to cross peek over into Nest with his teammates. But they don't want to use too much utility. They want to make sure they clear out double doors first.
He already won his Mickey Meow tournament in the Plumber era, but no one's going to know that 5 years from now. He could tell everyone that he won a champion. And then he's also doing good on the stream, so it's okay, bro.
And
you're good.
Oh, look at that presence.
Billy can't be his last game.
Yeah, this pit is not just on a timer. It's because Karen peeks out of A main. He clears out A main. You know you push them out of double doors.
Also true.
So now you force them all the way back out. I mean, Gen.G says take mid. Listen, we already cleared your cab. We know you want to re-clear it.
Okay.
So, I mean, they've absolutely given it over. This gate crash is about the best thing that RRQ can hope for, and it's an absolute gamble, this one.
Yeah, it's a bit of a haymaker.
Street pit right at 420? I do think Sam should keep playing pro, though, in my... Wait, oh my god, Karen.
Puts up the
oh my god, are they... They're not aware.
Well. So much information, and he's right in this little
wow,
corner.
what a masterclass. Karen. Oh my god, Karen.
Kill. Tougher for RRQ to get further information now.
If me and Sam were in the scene, like,
that they've explored
we would just save North America again, even though we're already the best.
Gen.G just doesn't care.
But at the same time, I want to give new players like Jojimo, like Demon 1 a chance, because if I were back in the roster, all these guys would be back in tier 2. You know what I mean, chat?
Okay, dimensional drift.
Trying to push him back.
Like, who are you guys gonna take? Like a Demon 1 or a Shanks?
Yes,
Like, let's be
They're trying to
honest.
stay up in the sky, make sure that they can't enter to clamp this while that ult's going on. Texture's ready for it, Gen.G.
Flips around 180.
Oh, the absolute adjustments.
Wait.
RRQ though. Although it took them a little
2v2?
while,
How did they bring it back?
although they had to work against Texture, after a little bit, they managed to push up front.
Flash to the wall.
Flips just took all the heat for them, and with that,
What?
they were able to set
Like
up
Sphero?
a couple of shots against Gen.G. But now you got to work against Meteor, who is just as sharp. Estrella, 1-on-2. We've seen this before. Can he correct the previous rounds? Tries to play around the pyramids, goes for the angle against Meteor, finds him, but as he tries
nice
to
try,
reflick back on towards Munchkin, the pyramids kind
11
of
to. This is about to be the quickest B with
Hall's peak for Texture.
Pujan. When's the last time you played Valorant, bro? Deadass.
Through.
I don't think
If they
Pujan
go
played
through
Valorant
this
in like
right
a
at the
month.
1 minute mark, they're going to have enough time to rotate if they feel like it's not a good idea.
When's the last time you guys seen FNS play Valorant, chat?
Yeah, you know, I guess it's going to be a good idea for Gen.G. Jemkin tries to watch the angle, but you mentioned strength in numbers, and it's way too much. Now pushing on through. They've
Why
got
is it
that
lagging so
recon.
hard?
Xfero
Wait,
tries
what
to-
is happening, bro? Oh my god. Is this our sign to get off, chat? Like, I'm looking down. Wait, what?
Just to make it work.
It's just completely overheated.
Where were those shots in the first half?
What?
I mean, sure, the 2 kills. If only they had landed some of these, maybe 1, 2 of those rounds would have gone a different way. You gotta imagine
11-1 comeback. Is it real?
But okay, they're just saying, all right, calm down.
If RRQ come back from this game 11-1, I will gift Pujan 1 sub.
And of course, beware.
Base covered this time.
Did we hit 500k?
Yeah, I mean, listen, they'll keep 4 weapons. Sure, it was 5 buys.
498? Oh my
god.
god.
Score difference.
We actually
But
gained
all in all,
5k
good
followers
round, good reads
yesterday.
in that mid-round as well to start to tighten the map. But this was the easy one. Got a mount to climb from Gen.G.
11-3. I mean, like, we're not gonna start believing till 11-8. So everyone sit here in silence. You guys down?
How confident they are. Flip spots the cape of the Sova though.
Okay, good TP.
He's gonna
Flipsider.
choose to refill the site.
Whoa, quite a good bit of information, but look at this gate
He's
crash.
just hard sticking the plant here.
Xfero now tries to work around the smokes, but knows he has to be very cautious, very
Oh
careful.
wow.
A couple of shots fired through from Flips, and he's able to take down Texture.
Oh my god, if he didn't full blind himself right there, chat.
Players to work against.
Yeah.
Working out in favor of RQ for the time being. Lakia now comes through with the Aldrone just to get further information. You've got Estrella coming in, watching mid right now. Munchkin's trying
Wow,
to
good play by
work on
Jemkin
those
right there.
lineups, and they have landed. Nobody's found.
Is he even
just
playing it for
yet.
mid? I don't think so,
Karen's
Karen.
Watching the angles, Karen trying to come up from the other side, gets an opening shot onto Flips. He
Wait
might
a
get more
minute.
space off of it.
Oh,
Able to stick the
Munchkin!
spike down to halfway. and
How
Munchkin
did
gets
Gen.G
every
just win this
single
fallback?
The trades are just too good from Gen.G.
I hate when you analyze because you actually don't have a
now.
clue. Yeah, bro. You know what I like too? I like when I played against you. I like when I play against you in matches, Pujan, because I feel like you have no fucking clue. My all-time record against you is 8-2, bro. I ran you down every single time I played you. You fucking dog, bro. You goddamn dog, Pujan.
We're aggressive to Halls this time.
This is a rough one for RRQ. You can tell that they just
Yeah,
desperately
nice, I'm
want
fake
to pick more
smiling again.
information,
I'm
right?
rage
The way that you're
smiling.
peeking around halls, the way you're trying to pick around double
Dad, do you guys ever rage smile? I think this might be my first rage smile.
for a stack. You say that because the Cypher is on B,
What is happening?
Gen.G's going to try to close it out. They're going to try to go for the safer site. Now the Dimensional Drift comes out. See what the repositioning is from RRQ.
Still trying to hold out that crossfire setup. Jemkin alongside Estrella, but it's been pushed back, and you got that
GG.
recon as
Flash
well.
through the wall. Don't blind yourself again.
Meteor now along with the blind
What?
side tries to catch drop onto Jemkin. Jemkin fires back so quick. A bit of a cloud burst, and Texture is forced to push out of it. He's looking for more of these duels. Munchkin marking the other exit, and now the spike
43
plant
is no
comes down
ult.
for Lakia.
GG.
Flip's trying to check for a lurk as well, but he's now going to have to
Karen.
focus back on the site. That's up to Xfero, but he's not coming through mid.
Flip
This
sider?
could be a timing for Karen. He's going to wrap all the way around. Gen.G just needs
Look
to
at
buy
Karen.
time.
Yeah, he just won the
Oh,
round.
there
Yep.
it is. Karen even gets the
And he
kill
has
as
stuck
well.
for the bomb.
Big impact now. Jemkin fires back though, but does he have time for the defuse?
You have an
Look at
orb for the
Munchkin.
bomb
He
here,
knows
brother.
He's got this. He just doubles back,
Oh,
goes
the
in
jump.
for the jump peak. Karen is still a looming threat, and Jemkin does not feel comfortable. He's
And he has
very
the pole?
paranoid. Just swings around
Wow.
the back just to check, but nobody's found. Spike continues to tick away. At this point, close down to 7 seconds left, and Gen.G just tries to fire away, but the footsteps